What's up, everybody? So, I don't know how to start this video at all. So I'm taking this week, I took this week off. Videos will be back, starting Monday, but aside from that, what I want to say is that that I really don't know how to talk right now. I'm pretty sure we're all of us are shocked, but about Cory, and it's weird. At first, I didn't think it was appropriate for me to say something about Cory, because I never met Cory in person. I never got to meet him in person. I never got to meet his family or whatever, but what I do know is that I got to know Cory. I got to grow up with Cory through K&J videos, and I got to know him through the videos he posted and stuff like that. And I'm sure a lot of us have cried. I know I did. I even tried to film a video that night, and I was in hysterics, and I was in hysterics, and yeah, but from what I've been seeing on Twitter and on social media like Twitter and Instagram, a lot of people are showing a lot of love, and that makes me happy, especially for Cory's parents. I'll even, I know we reached the goal on his memorial fund, which I personally also donated to. I know the goal was reached, but I don't know if it's still going on, but I will put the link in the description of this video. If you haven't donated yet, please do. If you have the money, or support the family any way you can. And the reason why I'm on here saying all of this is because I saw some tweets, like Dommy D, if you guys don't know, said that which I don't know how many of you out there have experienced loss before, or maybe it's new to you, but that's why I'm voicing this now, and I feel like it will help a lot of people. So that's why I'm making this video, but please donate. I know the goal was reached, but there's no harm in trying to donate for somebody, because Cory, you reached so many people, and you've reached me. I grew up knowing you through the garbage experiences I had to deal with in high school. You helped with a lot of people. I know from social media, like, y'all have helped me, and you deserve to be helped through this time as well. I think anybody who has experienced loss or any of that type deserves help, and the reason why is why I'm making this video. So, first off, I want to say is that I feel blessed for knowing Cory. He connected a lot of people, not just through in person, which I'm sure was a lot better, but he also connected people like me through a screen that didn't get the chance to meet Cory in person, and I'm sure he was very lively in person as he was on screen. Something that I really admired about Cory was the fact that he didn't give a flying fadoodle about what anybody else thought of his character. He just woke up each day and lived like it was his last, which I encourage all of us to do. Just live life the way you want, because you don't know the unexpected could happen at any moment, and it's just crazy. Like, I've never imagined that one of my favorite people, social media people, I would have to speak of them, you know, like dying from something, because it breaks my heart. Each day I've been getting better, but oh my god, just the first 2 days was hard, and I immediately reached out to Kian and JC through the cell phone numbers. I wanted to reach out to many more creators that were also friends with Cory so this is my message for you guys. Everything's gonna be okay. If you guys ever need to talk to someone, I know you've been talking with each other, and that's amazing. That's like one of the best things to do when something's going on like this, is to lean on each other and just be with each other. I know it's hard right now to keep 6 feet apart, but I think you guys can do it. And the reason why I didn't reach out to any other creators is because I follow some on social media, and I feel like this is just me personally. This is my personal opinion. It's not a fact. It's a personal opinion of mine. I find it tedious. If I'm gonna contact you to see if you're okay, I'm the person that's gonna pick up my cell phone and call and call you and talk to you and be your and listen to you. I want to be the crying. I want you guys to cry, have a shoulder to cry on, and I'm here for you. And I'm speaking to creators. I'm talking about just like people in general. There's no title for you to gain or get taken away to just reach out to see if someone's okay. I'm sweating so much, my room's a sauna. Like, I just needed that out. Like, there's no harm in reaching out to somebody that needs somebody else, because you don't know what they're going through. Like me, like I reached out, and that's all you can do. If they don't want to get back to you straight away, that's fine, because they're trying to boost themselves back to a normal day routine. And that's what this happens. So for those of you that is new to losing someone or whatever, I'm not gonna preach like I know everything, 'cause I don't. I do not know everything in this world. Nobody does. We just take it day by day and we learn and learn. And that's what we can do. But for me, losing somebody isn't a new experience for me, but it's not easy. Just because you've experienced anything, and it can be anything, it doesn't even have to do with like losing a family member or a friend. When you experience something that is over and over again, like each summer going on the same scary roller coaster and being scared of it, it's like you did the first time. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you experience something. It's hard to explain. But when you lose somebody, it's not easy. I'm not saying you're gonna bounce back right away, because you're not. It's very hard at first, especially the first couple of days. And it's been hard on me, and I cannot imagine what it's like for Kian and JC and like everybody else that's knew Cory for years and years and years, especially his family. I can't even imagine what they're going through. But what I'm seeing so far, like I said on Instagram and Twitter, I'm seeing so much love. I'm seeing so much love, and that's what's making me like happy, because deep down, Cory's gonna be looking out for us. He's gonna want each of us to succeed and achieve what we want to achieve day by day. And I agree, he went too quick. He was taken too quick. He was taken too early from us. And I don't know. we're not superhuman, even though there are moments where we think we are, like Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and any character in the Superman franchise, or any person you look up to, like, they're human. They're as much as human as you are. They have emotions. They go through shit just like everybody else in this world. And there's good days, there's bad days, there's days where we're on top of the world, and there's days when we're just in the shits. And that is normal. And I'm not, like I said at the beginning, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. My eyes going googly. I'm not an expert. I'm not a preacher. This is my opinion, and I give Cory's parents, family members, friends, prayers, and you're gonna get through this. It's hard right now. It's gonna be extremely hard right now. But as days go on, you're gonna get back up where you were. Living each day, your daily routine, whatever that may be. And it's baby steps. There is no rush. It takes baby steps each day to get to where you were. And it's gonna take work. It's gonna take work to become yourself again and feel comfortable again. But you got this. And I've experienced, let me say this before I begin this, because I'm not the person particularly to voice when I lost somebody. Because in the moment, I'm just upset, and it's gonna be a while until I'm back to myself. And another way you can speed that process up a little bit is when you have support, people behind you helping, boosting you up. And it's not gonna get you, they're not gonna get you all the way to yourself. They're gonna get you halfway there. But it's you that have to get yourself back fully. And only you can do that. So recently, let's see how far we want to go back here. So this is really awkward. So recently, back in February 11th, 2018, 2019, very recent, I lost my baby boy. Now I know some are gonna think, when the fuck was you pregnant? I was never pregnant. When I say baby boy, I'm talking about my baby dog. His name was Tuffy. He was Yorkshire Terrier, and we grew up together. We got him when I was in elementary school, 6th grade, and he watched me grow up. We were together every day. Every damn day. And I wake up, on the days I didn't go to past, like with college, he was there when I first started college, and when I didn't have school that day, mostly my dad, would drop Tuffy into my room, so I would wake up every morning to him. And he was very important to me and to my family. Now, those of you who've lost pets before know how it feels, so I'm not going into detail, because Tuffy was our very first dog. Like, my mom didn't have a dog growing up, my dad didn't have a dog growing up, and we had cats. And this was all our first dog, and he was everything to me. Mostly because we spent every day together, but he was also someone that I could talk to. I mean, it sounds stupid and crazy, but I don't get to talk or voice my feelings that often as you might think. I personally write how I feel in a journal because that keeps me sane for the most part. And he's everything. He was my everything. I would talk to him. I would tell him stuff that I wouldn't tell most people. And then with his breed, he started going blind a little bit, cataracts, and then sooner after that he got diabetes, and then for some reason there was a point in the years where he wasn't able to go up the stairs, and we were like, "Come on, Tuffy, you can do it, boy." He was struggling. But then as days and months went by, he was fine. He was back to normal, and we never knew what was wrong, really. And to be fair, there was a day where my mom did ask the people at the vet place to take an x-ray of him. X-ray, and they never did. And then months later, he started not feeling right, like something was wrong, 'cause he wouldn't stand on his feet for long. And then we tried to get him to go potty, and he couldn't for some reason. And then we took him to the doctor, when this all started, and at first he was fine. First doctor's appointment we took him to, he was fine, everything looked fine. And then we took him back, and a few days later he was acting up again. He didn't go pee for, well, not the first doctor's appointment, he didn't have trouble peeing, but like this, by the second appointment we took him to, he was still acting funny. We took him to the doctor and they looked him over, and they finally took an X-ray. And he they took an X-ray, and there was the doctor referred to it as a mass. Probably not the best terminology. My dad was there. Me and my dad both went. When the first time I was just dropped off and my dad picked us up. So we were both there. My dad was holding Tuffy, and the doctor came in, and basically what was going on with his back legs was that there's a bone holding, it was like the back of the spine, and it was a bone that was holding the hips or the legs together, and snotting everywhere. And this mass was eating away at his bone. So he couldn't stand up really, and when he couldn't stand up, he couldn't pee. So his bladder was basically a balloon. And then I asked her a question that we all needed to know. I said, "Do you believe this is cancerous?" And she said yes. And immediately she said, like, "How many days do you think? I think you guys may have a week." She said 5 days. 5 days a week or a week. And she taught me and my dad, how we could help him relieve himself. And literally, I've never seen my dad cry in his life. And that was the first time I've ever seen my dad in tears. And we were just sobbing. I sobbed like in and out of hours. Like an hour I sobbed, and then an hour I stopped, and then everyone started coming home and we had to tell them, and then finally everything's just started going haywire. Everyone was sad, and then we had to make a decision because he started losing his bowels. If you don't know what that means, he couldn't control when he went to the bathroom at all, and it got really bad. It got really bad that night, and that was his last night with us. There was no way we could have kept him. And he was such a strong boy. He's forever my strong boy. And so, so he went from bed to bed. He slept with my dad for a few minutes, and then he went down to the basement to one of my sisters, and then he came and slept in my room. But he lost his bowels that night and had to wash my blanket and stuff, which I didn't care. I didn't care about the blanket. I cared more about him. That was our last night with him, and then the next morning, we took him to the vet and he went to sleep. See, it's been a year and a half or so, and I'm still crying over it. I sobbed for Cory too. Now, I know a lot of people aren't gonna relate to what I just said, because if they didn't have a pet, lose a pet before, then they're not gonna understand. I lost, before Duffy got that, we lost 2 of our cats, Pumpkin and Sunshine. They were both, orange Persian cats, and they were sisters by birth, and I've known them since I was born, since I was a baby. And sadly, Sunshine stopped eating, and we didn't know why, and then come to find out, she had a tumor, cancerous tumor in her nose, and so she had to be put down. I remember the night we found out, and I remember I picked her up and I ran away with her. And then a few years later, we got a new cat, which is my cat Sassy, but we also still had Pumpkin. And then a few days later, I think it's a few days later, I don't remember, Pumpkin got the same thing, so she had to be put down. So you think with having cancer we should have known the signs, but we didn't know with Tuffy. We didn't know. But I know he's up there with other people of my family. The second story is also recent. So if you didn't relate to animals, this sounds so narcissistic, but I'm not trying to be narcissistic at all. I'm trying to be real with you guys. This is raw. This is raw me, and if you don't like it, well, screw you then. Because you don't have emotional connection. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. I'm sorry. Oh, that was absolutely disgusting. Did you hear that? I'll be right back. Oh. I'm back, and I would like to apologize for saying that comment. That was a rude comment, because everybody channels their emotions differently. I am someone who doesn't talk about their emotions very often, let alone record it. And that is because I refer to this a lot, but I was madly fucked in the head during my high school days. And I thought things that didn't make sense, and I had people that fucked with my head. So not only did I get fucked in the head even more by other people, but you yourself can be your worst enemy and your best friend at the same time. So I apologize because I haven't expressed my emotions in the most healthiest ways in the past. So not even me should be saying that comment. So I'm sorry if I offended you. Anyway, if you didn't relate to the animal stories, my most I'm just gonna share an old one because I don't know. I don't feel. See, a normal human shouldn't feel this way. A normal person should be able to feel like normal expressing their feelings when they talk about losing family, but it's not easy at all. So Thanksgiving, everybody knows Thanksgiving. I lost my mom's brother. My mom's brother, Tom. He was getting older, and I don't know how to explain this. He was a smoker, and he smoked, I don't want to disrespect at all, and saying this, it's hard for me to express this, but in any case, he was a smoker, smoked for many years, and he went to the doctor because he felt something wrong, and at first he thought it was just him smoking that was the problem, but as he went to the doctor, he had cancer, and it was lung cancer. He had it in his lungs, and he was my godfather, and he and I were kind of close. We would talk sometimes, like say hey, and we always, when we would have Thanksgiving with my mom's family members over for Thanksgiving sometimes, and everyone would be chatting and stuff like that, and he came as often as he could, and he loved food. But who doesn't love food? He then we were getting concerned because he was getting worse and worse. So, and it was getting close to Thanksgiving. This was like in 2008. What? Someone just opened the door. Hello? Hello? Sassy. God, you scared me, cat. Are you coming in? Or what? So, long story short, he kept getting worse, and then the doctors made it clear that he may not last to Thanksgiving. And we were just all like, please we just need him this last Thanksgiving. I want him, like, we were just all like praying and wanting him to last until we just wanted him for this last Thanksgiving. And Lord and behold, by the glory of God, we got him for his last Thanksgiving. He came over, and he was in an oxygen tank, and he lost a lot of weight due to the sickness that is the fucking bitch of cancer that it is. And he passed away not too long after Thanksgiving, and I'm not giving any details away because it's not needed. I don't need to scar you with details. But we lost him. We had his funeral, which I totally lost my shit. I cried. I wailed. I tried to wail as quietly as I could. I was snotting, as you guys just witnessed. But he's with his wife now, and he's with my grandpa, my mom's dad, which we lost in, I believe, 2005. I was very young, but I cried too at that. I mean, who wouldn't? I sound very, I look like I'm not tearing up like I did with Tuffy's story, but it does make me sad thinking about it. God, this is weird. This is weird for me, opening up to people I don't know, because I don't know you behind the screen. I don't know your name, but this is new to me. Never in my life would I have imagined opening myself up like this. Never in my life. But he's with his wife, and he's with his dad, which, you know, and they're probably laughing it up. They're probably just sipping coffee up in heaven, talking chit chat. That's what I like to think anyway. And Tuffy's probably just chilling by him, being a good boy. And the cats too, they're probably just wandering around. Probably the two memories that I have of my mom's dad, my grandpa, is he was something. One memory I have of him from a young girl was I was in the kitchen because we were there. We would visit one another quite a bit on the weekends. Like, I don't know if it was every weekend or every other weekend, but Saturday he would be here, and then Sunday we would go over there, and whatnot. And this memory was I was just spacing out in the kitchen. I was just looking around, zoning out. And then all of a sudden he comes by, and I'm just looking up like this, just out of zoning out. He comes over and he looks down at me and he goes, "What are you looking at?" And I sprinted off like a shot to nowhere. I find that pretty funny. Let's see. So that's one of my memories of him. Another memory I have of him that I think we're both very similar is that God bless the dude or the guy that ever wants to date me, this awkward weirdness person. I'm very much, if I'm listening to a song, especially if it's on I have my speaker on, and a song comes on that I love to death, I'm gonna blast that shit. So, maybe a good idea for anyone who fucking dates me, which I don't know is how likely. I sound so depressing. I don't mean to sound that way. It's just like I've been single a long ass time, so it's like I'm going off on a whim here. But I will blast that shit, so buy yourself some earplugs. But any case, I just remember you would just open the door. Like, I remember I have this memory us entering his house through the garage, and right there was the kitchen, dining room area, and then you walk straight and there's the living room area. And I remember just walking in the door. The minute, you didn't even need to get into the house, you just opened the door and it was just a blast of music to your ears, because he would have the TV on with a brass jazz band or a big band, however you say it, on the TV in black and white, turned up to full volume, and then he would just be playing his clarinet, dancing around, playing the clarinet around the living room. Now, I'm not saying, like, I mean, it's been years since I played my flute from band, but I'm not afraid to blast some music. Even like when I have my phone and I'm listening to music on my phone, like if a good song is on, and I have headphones in, I'm still gonna blast that shit if I can, as loud as I can without hurting my own eardrums. I'm surprised I haven't lost my hearing yet, but I thank God for my hearing. But Cory, you were a guardian angel for a lot of us. You were just everything, man. Like, you didn't give a flying fadoodle what people thought. You said stuff like it was. You didn't change. Oh, God. Cory, you were just a rare flower. You were just a rare human being. And I hope that you watch over us and just see what kind of stuff we get into. 'Cause you just brought a lot of people to life, Cory, and we love you, and our love will never stop, and it's gonna be okay. I know we're all still struggling to get on our feet, and the tears are still coming down. And yes, it's hard. It's hard right now. But we're gonna get there. I believe in all of us. We're all gonna get there day by day. Like, each day, now and then, like, I feel like I'm gonna get sad, and then I just, like, think, like whenever I feel sad or whatever, I just think, no, like, I need to do this. When I'm sad, I let it out, but then there are moments where, in a way, I'm trying to distract myself and get myself back and just carry on with the day, what the day holds. But yeah, you're not brand new right away. It's not like sad for a day and then hopping right back on the horse and doing daily stuff that needs to be done. No, that shit takes a while, and hopefully these examples and me opening up to you guys helped. I don't know how much I've helped, but I hoped I helped for some, or get people who are new to this kind of get a sense of it. And Cory, we love you, buddy, so much. You will never be forgotten. And that's the thing what JC said in his video that I really loved, is that we need to keep that legend alive, and I definitely agree. We need to remember his name, and he will be remembered for a long time. And everyone needs to show each other some love during these times, and I think so far we're all doing it right. We're all doing amazing, and it's all doing it. We got this. Cory would not want us to be sad or just sit on our ass doing nothing. He would want us to fulfill whatever we wanted to accomplish in life, and he's right there with us. Every single one of us has a piece of Cory living in us, and we just need to embrace it. And he's watching over us. He's up there just chilling, cheering us on, being our little cheerleader and connector, and just positive guy that he is, that he still is. And we're gonna get through this. We're gonna We got this. We just need to breathe. I know when I get upset sometimes I just need to walk away from the situation, calm myself down, and then I can go back and say what I need to say with a clear head. So, to that, we need to live life like Cory la Barrie. And I'll see you all Monday.